Greetings. Hi. How's everybody? Mulishani? Long time. Compliments of the season. Compliments of the season. How's everybody? Hi, Justina. How are you? Hi, Derek. Greetings. Say something. Long time. Hi, Stella Banda by Samson Mulishani. Comments below, guys. How are you? Truth be told, boss lady, will boss work with we Kamulishan. Updates. We are here for updates, guys. If it is Chitika. A lot is going on. So we'll talk about what is going on. Thank you. Happy Christmas. How are you? I'm sharing. We'll get started. And then we'll go to TikTok. Happy Christmas. Compliments of the season. By Nancy, good to see you. By Eric Siame, good to see you. How's everybody? Compliments of the season. Kazungula in the house. Yaba. Good to see you guys. We are counting down to 2025. Kumayakaya kwalesa, we have to pray and hope we make it. Hope we make it to 2025, guys. We are counting down. Share with somebody. We are ending the year with a bang. A lot of drama going on in the year. So we are here. We are doing this. Eva Abdul Mulishani. I'm a team in the house. Avena Northern Mbala. Yes. Mbala. My family is in Mbala. So one Zambia, one nation, guys. My family, I have family in Imbala, no, in Mazabuka and Sesheke kwa High. So we are one Zambia, one nation. We are all connected. Yes, guys. So we are here. A lot has happened. We're still talking about the Kawambwa by-election. You know, there's the Kawambwa by-election and many more by-elections are coming. So 2026, 2025, we have to enter 2025 with our eyes open, with our political binoculars. Miriam Chitamulishan. It's any one to share with somebody. Tag somebody. If they can't watch live, then they can watch. But Ignatius Mwape, good to see you. Indeed, one Zambia, one nation. Nobody's gonna take that away from us. We are one Zambia, one nation. Nobody will take that away from us. It was a gift by our ancestors, the KK team, the founding fathers of Zambia. They founded our country on one Zambia, one nation. No weapon or no one is going to break that because we are connected. So me, if you just see me, you know that that woman, she's one Zambia, one nation. If you don't support that, then you can just exit my page. Because this is what we are all about here. One Zambia, one nation. We are here for a better Zambia. Mama Yuri, happy birthday girl. Hope you had a good time on your birthday. I will send something for the drink or, you know, just something to you to appreciate your life. You know, some of us are senior citizens. We are not here by accident because a lot of our friends have perished, but we are still here. God is keeping us for a reason. That's why we speak. We stand for something and we speak for something and we stand for a better Zambia. That's what we want. So yes, Zambia, we are here. We'll talk. We'll continue talking as God allows us. So we are talking briefly, just updates, what's happening in the country. Kawambwa by-election just passed. And really, a lot of things happened. A lot of disappointing things happened. But we are still here. There are more by-elections that are coming. So let us learn from what happened from the Kawambwa by-election. And hopefully the elections that are coming will be better. Mainly, it's upon ECZ. ECZ is the institution which is mandated to ensure free and fair elections. So the officials at ECZ, this is on their shoulders. But ECZ, Twami Papata, if these people, Mwangala Zalomis, Alex Mwinga and Chipenzi, if this thing, if running the election is too heavy for you, you step down. You step down. I'm urging these officials at ECZ to step down if they cannot run free and fair elections. Let them step down and pave way for people who will have the stamina, the experience, and the integrity to run free and fair elections. We need free and fair elections in Zambia. Another wing, which is also we have our eyes on, is Zambia Police. Zambia Police, they need to step up without fear or favor by Zambia Police. We don't want for Zambia Police ukula pangama statements when ifintu na fipena. Zambia Police need to be proactive. They need to set up roadblocks. They need to secure. They need to send troops to camp in the areas where their by-elections are happening. Troops must be camped there and ensure there is law and order. There is no monkey business happening. Transporting of voters from area B to area C, whatever, no, all that nonsense should not happen. The nonsense should not happen. And you citizens of Zambia, if you're in a particular area where the by-elections are happening, make sure you capture the evidence muleko pama video nama pictures ifile chitika. That is the evidence we are going to need to prosecute these people. So make sure in Petauke is next. Pambashe, I hear a lot of seats are coming up. Make sure you people in these areas, you capture the evidence, because even if they get away with these crimes now, we shall hold them accountable sooner or later. We shall hold these people sooner or later. It doesn't mean because right now the government is siding with them and they are being protected. Look at all the people who are being arrested now. Some of them, their cases are from 2011, 2018, 2019. So even these people in government now, take evidence. We need evidence and we shall prosecute them. If I won't be there, the people who will be there will prosecute these people. So, Eliash, this is my message to Zambians. If you are in an area where their by-elections are going to be, make sure you capture evidence and avoid wearing regalia. If you wear regalia, if you wear regalia, you'll be a target. Mule fara fie incognito ba no kuishiwa. Apopo tuafika nomba tekuya mu campaign zone na ufara na chi t-shirt na badinda nwe opposition wale kumiankula tekwesha. So our strategy now is, if you are in opposition, don't even wear regalia. Lekeni wa UPND aveni bale fale fima regalia. Imamwe just be ordinary. Ema politics nombo ema politics inga yako sa. Na imwe kuchinja strategy. When the politics change, when the politics become unfair, you also have to find a way to survive. And the way we are going to survive these by-elections is, one, if they try all their mingalatos, we are going to capture them. We are going to capture the evidence and we'll prosecute them when the time comes. And two, when you go to these by-elections, don't wear your regalia. So don't be easily identified. Whether you are a member of this party, that party, just go incognito. Kuya fie incognito, no kuishiba. Yeah? Not fearful to alechika kawambwa, people posting pictures of Africa, waleko pama selfie, and they are advertising on Facebook, wherever they go. That's why you were easy targets. Kawambwa nomba kukupeta uke abalea kote kwesha no kulanda. We shall talk after the results, the elections are over. Yes, keep everything private. Everything should be under wraps. Ngaolea kupeta uke kui mefe lushenshe bushe takuli kuchita advertise yo ndea kupeta uke so nafika pachipata so nakwela basi mure posta pama social media mule poste fyo mulenda ule yafika fye kudia bale kurolera. So we have to be anonymous, takuli incognito. Yes, in fact ngabale punda forward now ine kupunda forward, but now we feel mumutima more confuse your enemy. Apopo tufikire ngabale punda forward ngawaisanga mu crowd mo bale punda forward na iwe ine kupunda forward, so that we beat them to their game. That's the thing about these by-elections, but a lot is happening. The next thing I want to talk about is the Mozambique issue. You know, I posted a comment on my page about Mozambique, and there are a lot of comments there, people saying I'm inciting violence. Okay, news ni news. This news is broken out in Mozambique. There are riots, people have been killed, buildings have been burnt. So if I report that on my page, how does it make it me? How does it make me inciting violence? So imama ba praising amulefa mzembe tule ikara fe tuida komente fiderandika mumuchalo, because we are praising her. They are trying to change the narrative. Everything abnormal is now normal. Mulengu for a praise singer. Muzambia nombe. Fiance fya abnormal. Ba praise singer fya liba normal kulibena. Load shedding to ikara how many days? People are staying 3-4 days without power. Ama lighting yesa 20 minutes. But the praise singer, that is normal to them. Ingawa irishanya fye. Work hard kashite sola. Mama, ba praise singer oko bade tutwala. Ama brain ya yali piribuka. Ba praise singer ama brain yenu yali piribuka. Fiance fya ba abnormal kuri imwe ni normal. Mwamona? So one ninda nanga tuwa irisha na pama laiti atawe na imwe shiten sola. Mwamona? So to them this 5 days blackout or people having 20 minutes of power is normal. That's one example. Another example. Ubunga wadi fika ma 300-400. Ngatwa irisha nyafyachu ubunga na budula. Work hard kabiye mkulima. So ba pressing okushto ubunga pari 300-400 is normal kulivena. When ba president ba Zambia ba HH bala ilachi mukalashto ubunga pari 50 kwacha. So umuntu nga irisha nyakufyachu ubunga na budula. Work hard kabiye mkulima. Bamutumina na makada yabo. Bamusenda babantu bali bakaka nokuboma. These now no mama praise singers. They are not cadres. They are now political. They are political terrorists. Ma terrorists. Ba UPND praise singer. Na baluka ma political terrorists. Baleta terrorize abena Zambia. Elo awe nyama cadres nomba nakula beta inachi ma political terrorist. Ma na namba pele. So abama political terrorist tefo balechita. Fio se mu brain mu mabo fia di piribuka. If you have a normal things are abnormal. Abnormal things are normal to them. Load shedding yali ba normal ngawa irishanya kashite sola ubunga na budura ngawa irishanya kabiye mkulima ngawalanda kufia chipintu na fidura oro inefino fine ndanda balanji bachukwa diba free education kabiye kalembeshe skulu. Okay, ba praising mwalikuwa na feshua. Inepa nopo mpelele ine. I'm senior citizen. Kutu muntu anje bachikabiye mkuskuru kwa liba free education. Honestly, like ba praising ama brain yabo yali furunga na kashifia chika mutu mwabo. Ishaishwa. Somebody explain to me. Baranjeba iwe kabiye kalembeshe kuskuru kwa liba free education. Iwe, do I look like I can be from 5? Really, never senior citizen, never mbuya want. Ni never mbuya panopondi. So umuntu fye wakwana wino. Kuchanje bati nje ku free education. Kabiye ku school. Na shita report incident ya ku Mozambique. Kwe bati ku Mozambique mwe bantu. President na piamo. Iwe. You are inciting violence. You are making a joke about people. I'm not making a joke about people. I'm making a joke about the president. President of Mozambique. He manipulated the elections for him to stay in power. Ndande kofiati na piamo president of Mozambique at you inciting violence. I'm not inciting violence. Na piamo alichita manipulate ama results. Ama elections kudia kuchi ECZ chaku Mozambique na bachocha. Nine bebe atele mukocha so ba pressing alamu mwalikuwa nafe bwino ba pressing akusa mkunje ba inata inciting violence. Ndela ndapadi Mozambique. Because once this is a worldwide news everywhere ngawaya any news station in the world they're reporting about what's happening in Mozambique. So nombaine, how am I inciting violence? As you are joking, you are making a joke. The joke is about the dictator. Let me be clear. I am not joking about, I know people have died in Mozambique. It's a serious thing. People have lost lives. People are on the run. There's confusions. There's riots. That is not a joke. But the joke is about the president who thought by controlling the electoral commission there in Malawi and manipulating the electoral process, he thought he would thought abantu balamuleka uli president waku Mozambique. He thought abantu balamuleka after achita manipulate by ECZ na all the voting processes. Natwikala kuno muleyibukisha kuchilira bombwe abena Mozambique balimine ukwisa kuchilira bombwe mukuchita print ama voters card yani pa social media. The pictures are still there of how abaku Mozambique baishire mu Zambia kuchilira bombwe bambo kulalipira abantu no kusenda ma voters card kulya kuchilira bombwe ko baleta print. Mwamona? Illegal activity. This Mozambique election wambire kuno ku Zambia. Ku Zambia kuno kuchilira bombo ko balechita print ya ma voters card. Hello mama. I'm live. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'll call you back. So tulelanda pa dia ku Mozambique. Because we are praising anomba, balenta accusing them inciting violence. Ni never to me I don't even know. I don't even know na president wa Mozambique shamu ishiba. Ine na politics ya ku Mozambique inshaya konka. Na mwenefe the only thing, the only news on papa li Mozambique is somehow aba ku Mozambique bali sangire kuchilira bombwe. Bambo kulachita issue ama voters cards. They were started issuing voters cards in Chirabombwe for the Mozambique election. So I don't know how that happened, but the president wabo had connections in Chirabombwe. Okobach the issue ama voters card for this election ile terenkondo mu Mozambique. And then when Trump won elections, Trump ali pela ya government ultimatum. President Trump ali pela government ya Mozambique ultimatum to do the right thing and let the people, the person who won the election, to take over the throne. Ali bapela ultimatum Trump when he won, and then he said that he would give them sanctions. He would sanction that government if they do not relinquish the power to the true person who won the elections. So, I'm talking about praise singers here. In other words, they touch my political terrorists. So, if you're mbetire, because they terrorize abantu. If you have a different political opinion, they'll terrorize you. And this, to me, in what happened in Kawambwa, is the evidence that these people, they are political terrorists, and the police is doing nothing to stop these political terrorists from terrorizing citizens, especially the opposition. The opposition are living under terror from UPND cadres or political terrorists. They are terrorizing us. Even me, Pano, they terrorize me every day. They threaten me, you come to Zambia. I'm like, oh, you come to Zambia so you can accuse me of stealing your laptop or your cheap phone, so then I can be arrested like you're doing to everybody else who's speaking against you. Shame on you, and shame on you by Zambia police for entertaining all this political terrorism by UPND cadres. You are arresting people on cooked up charges. Umuntu waisati accusing a member of parliament for stealing a cell phone, and Zambia police, you detain that person without evidence. You detain a person overnight because of a political terrorist from UPND. Me, I'm here to tell you that all of you, if you're a political terrorist and you are identified, we are going to report you to international communities as political terrorists. You'll be blacklisted. You'll be blacklisted and you'll be wanted. I saw Mercy, is that Mercy Namzulia, the PF woman who was arrested and beaten by UPND political terrorists? You are terrorizing citizens for no reason. Even if you say PF was terrorizing you, two wrongs do not make a right. You came on a promise to fix things. So why are you also taking the same route? And the PF have taken responsibility by Edgar Chagwalungu Nabalanda, that no more terrorism. So why are you perpetuating your political terrorism to even all of us who are not PF? Me, I'm not PF. Why should the whole country suffer because of a PF who are not even practicing that terrorism they were doing? So I'm just putting everybody on notice. Ingaolebo to be a political terrorist, we are going to start reporting you to Interpol and the International Criminal Court of Justice so that you be arrested. Akamira mitwala kuma ama prison ya Guantanamo Bay na ponga ni kwiso. Oko bakala mitwala. Nari mona na bambi bale samwa bale tana diplomatic training bale amkubo mamu diplomatic mission. Guess what? If your name is on a blacklist for political terrorism, no embassy will allow you to work there. You'll be blacklisted. You wrote in Zambia and you'll be protected by the government that is protecting you now. And once the government changes, you shall face it. Otherwise, internationally, you're going nowhere. Because we are putting your names on the international list of political terrorists. Mwachiramu. In Nepal, one if you have started compiling UPND na ikwata the so-called Zambezi Force, which is a terrorist organization, an ethnic organization, a tribal and regional organization. Naena will be reported. Zambezi Force will be reported as a tribal ethnic terrorist organization. And the more of us that report, the more it will carry weight. So, Tuambe Kofi, I'm going to post the emails, or it's very easy to find the email. You just search the email for ICC or Interpol and make a report. We have to report UPND as a terrorist organization, which is functioning under the Zambezi Force. There is a wing of UPND called Zambezi Force, which is a tribal ethnic group. Chimochenama, KKK, Nazi, Al-Qaeda, whatever, ISIS. Zambezi Force is in the same category. You are terrorizing Zambians. Yes. So, muye shibire. Hello, mama bale. We will report you. We have people on the ground. We have people on the ground and the names yareisa. So this is a warning. If you are an agent of this Zambezi Force terrorizing people, muye shibire. Today me send a machine and no make the report. Mune chusha bena Zambia. Zambia after 60 years muipange banana republic. Eh? Amale elections yawe chimbi. Eh? Ama elections yawe chimbi. Baka pokola na imwe ugoba musamba. You know you have a big job on your shoulders, ba musamba. Na ba mwimbu. You know, you have a really big job, ba musamba na ba mwimbu. You really have to step up and protect the integrity. First, you protect your own integrity as officers, and then secondly, you serve the office to which we were appointed without fear or favor. Bamsamba. Because the consequences of your compromising the police force will be far-fetched. Tafiaka pereriapa. Now, coming kuria shida ku Mozambique, I just want to say, shirefwaya imomwewa lenje bapanwati, I'm inciting violence. My page, I'm just reporting what's happening. So since when did reporting something that happened become inciting violence? Afya muleka kila abantu ififini. Mwaima paso umuye kuli ba musamba kukachinga ni ku police station uko. Mwa pumulo stumbe kwa leta incite violence. Next nika call out. No, you want everybody to be not to talk? Merry Christmas, Mama Zain, Mama Chichi, Merry Christmas. I saw Bamunyaule, Merry Christmas, Charles Kangwa, Merry Christmas. Mulefu atuiralanda. Wala na ngutulela ndefile chika ku Mozambique at you are inciting violence. Ala. Imwe ba praise singer imwe. Like I said, but praise singer, everything normal has become abnormal and vice versa. Naisa kulia shiyaba Frankie Mutubira. Naisa kulia shiyaba Frank Mutubira. But Frank Mutubira resigned. And why I'm talking, I wasn't supposed to talk about Frank Mutubira, but it's the comments on the page that make me talk about Frank Mutubira. Because Frank Mutubira is a, if you know who Larry King is, Larry King of CNN. Now from Zambia, we can say Frank Mutubira, he's the Larry King of Zambia. Now some of you were born after Larry Mutubira was off ZNBC, and he was the main anchor of almost all important interviews in our country. Some of you were born after that. And I saw, when I made my comment about Frank Mutubira, I saw a lot of ignorance, but it's just a piece of advice. Like, before you comment on something, research and find out if what you're saying actually makes sense. Because some of the comments there, you were belittling by Frank Mutubira. Hey, let him just resign, let him shine. Do you know who Larry King is? Na Frank Mutubira mwabeshi ba feta mwabeshi ba record yabo, resume yabo, if you ba bomba. You don't know his credentials, you don't know his accomplishments here about Frank Mutubira. Some of you mwakwata feka NRC. Ka NRC na passport tamwakwata. Na Facebook page tamwakwata ya kwa chumwa mwambo kulalanda na abantu. Nomba mwambo kula susha ba Frank Mutubira. Awe wa praise singer na mipero muchinshi. Because everything abnormal is normal to you and vice versa. Mule susha ba Frankie Mutubira. At let him go and rest. I want. Anyway. Do your research. Even his resignation letter. Look at the resignation letter. Iya chilemba ba Frankie. Na balon dolola. Efo ba bomba. And a person who even read Frank Mutubira's resignation letter. If you all read Frank Mutubira's resignation letter, Teti Mumusushe, you would give him respect. And for me, I just want to say, we know that communication, journalists in Zambia are under attack. Several journalists have been arrested in this regime of UPND. I have talked to journalists myself. You see some of the articles that I write, journalists contact me to publish my articles in their media. But some of them, they publish once or twice and they stopped because journalists now in Zambia, they cannot publish articles against this ruling party. And we can read the lines. I know that Frankie was diplomatic in whatever he said. This is my opinion, and I'm just saying this from what I know about what is happening in Zambia. And what is happening in Zambia is journalists, they are not free to report without fear or favor. They want, right now, this UPND government, they want reporters to be reporting in favor of them. And I salute Frank Mutubira for not bending the knee. This government is forcing people to bend the knee to them, or they come after them. All the opposition, they are under attack. All the opposition, they are under attack by this government. They are being forced to bend the knee to UPND, or they face cooked up charges and locked up in jail. What kind of democracy is that? Where you can't take criticism. Whoever doesn't want to bend the knee, mufaireni mulandu mukakeni. Leo na tubukati, leo tubukia chiba mundu bile na bena, bale bafaira. Bale bafaira mulandu ba mundu bile babakaki. What democracy is it? Where also one under against you, kumufaira mulandu wa mukaka. Ama members of parliament, no baba kulaika lafi. All the member of parliament who watched our pause, who is not even on your is an opposition MP. Jinch senga mwalimu faile mina ndu mambo bepeshatali yourself on. From there muka sende city up. Which brings me to the point of I am a by-elections. Echo bale ya fuaida. Bale fuaya kukwanya 2/3 in parliament. Their magic number is 2/3 or 104 members of parliament. Magic number chinja constitution mutulo. The main thing is their tenure. Because now 3 years results. Positive results. If this UPND government was working according to their promises, 3 years is enough time to show the results, the positive results. That's why in the constitution it says, if you serve more than 3 years, it is considered a full term. Because a full term, you'll be able to show the results. So, so what are they doing? Their strategy now is to get to 104 members of parliament. So they changed the constitution to extend their tenure and to change that clause here 50+1. So all some of the members of parliament have been bought. We have a lot of members of parliament who are sellouts. Kuriyama sellout yama members of parliament. Now bending a knee. Some of them in Bibali Kwatafeka case kamo. Instead bako safe ba bending a knee batana switch camp. Baya kuri rumbani madoda. So number Zambia by UPND ngabakwanya fe 104 members of parliament. Zambia will become a one-party state. Literally, because fiancé, they will be controlling everything and they will change the constitution as they please. Right now they have failed. If we were to go to an election now, Bahaka indete bapite. And that's why Mwalimona, that Concord Kesi Lungu 2021, it was manipulated Ukulanda Tiyo. He was eligible in 2021. And then in 2026, he will not be eligible. Because if he said he was ineligible in 2021, it would have meant we had to go to elections within 90 days. And they didn't want to go to the election because now election lelo. The economy is not doing well. He has not delivered the promises. So they protected themselves by using a technicality of validating the 2021 election. But now the 2026 election, they ban somebody. Which brings me to why now, after you have banned Edgar Chagwa Lungu from 2026 election, why you are saying that Edgar Lungu need to retire from politics. I don't get it. Like umuntu mwali mo banning atake minine mu 2026. From there mwata haya ba praising abenu bambo kulalumba ni madoda ati yo balungu wate resign for what? You have already banned him. So ila banning yari yabufi. You know that banning is illegal, which now exposes the whole thing to say that ban which they did is actually illegal. It doesn't hold water. That banning which they did is actually a hoax, or it is a scam. Because if that banning which the Concord made was legit, why would they want Why are they asking Lungu to resign? Balungu abaiche bakite resigning abamwangala Zalomis na Alex Mwinga, how old are you? Balaba shirimi ku Concord, how old are they? Pakuchi mukosele balungu ati bakite resign abaiche. Insoni ebuntu. Insoni ebuntu. And then there was somebody who was like a Lungu's failure to appoint a successor has what word did he use? Has frozen or whatever. Katushika wedoho bachibomfia. Meaning Lungu's failure to appoint a successor has frozen Zambian politics or paralyzed. Yes, somebody wrote an article that Lungu's failure to appoint a successor has paralyzed the Zambian opposition. I'm like, no, I totally disagree with that. Because one, we are not OPF. Okay? We are not OPF. And you can't say Lungu's failure to appoint a successor has paralyzed Zambian politics, because it has not. The thing is, Lungu is a brand. Mwaishiba. Umundonga ni brand tete mumpampule. You cannot take somebody from their grace or from their anointing. Mulefa mupoke Lungu ubufumu bwakwe, but na mufirwa. Mwamu baninga mwafirwa. Umwina ite resign yabwera mwamu itira konkonti Lungu. People still want Lungu. Now you are working on his psychology. Mwalaipa ya balungu takuli wipa yo muntu unless God says instayapwa ya kufana isa. All this propaganda, the psychological manipulation of saying mwalaipa ya balungu, it's a scam. You know, God chooses leaders and nobody will die unless God says so. When you are a leader and you are working for people, you are protected by God. Kavia webe ba mwangala Zalomi says she's tired. Naba Alice Mwinga. Before you come and tell me that Balungu is tired, go and tell people like ba Alice Mwinga na ba mwangala Zalomis, because bali bakuru sana. Tabaringene na balungu. Chimona ba fiashi ba balungu badia. Mwise mkoya balungu ati bakterita yanga ba people who are like mwangala Zalomis and ba Alice Mwinga. Na ba shirimi aba leberenga case kulia. There are a lot of senior citizens, great-grandfathers in this government. I will not hear that. I will not hear that. Go and tell the people who are serving in HH's government, who are great-grandfathers, to retire before you come to Lungu. What kind of nonsense is this? Back to sender. Iwo we know lechta wishing for yamunobe no woka for nangowa fiasho we bara for balungu bare shala, because watch that point balungu ni sate iwe. That's why mbale sapano mkunja ba pressing depression will kill you nati noko mutufunye mwaba fiashi ananendi mufiashi wa muntu. If you tell me depression will kill me, no kwe wala kwa kuli depression. Back to sender. So balungu mubaleke lese wa basala elo lese usungo mweo wa bote muntu awonse abalelanda chimwalaipa ya balungu. They are political opportunists. Bala balipira to say stuff nomba bushe balungu bana abanono pakuchimule bomfya mashiwi ukulatinya balungu ati mwalaipa ya balungu nimwe bolesa mwe bafiere balesa. Do you know what protects balungu? It is God. So we are not going to sit here and watch you people use psychological manipulation to swell the Zambians so that the Zambians can lose hope and say, yo, balungu bafume po can't wait to retire. Balungu tabafume po balungu ni brand is like a Nike. Mwalimona ma brandi mwe. Nike is a brand. Yari mini nabali so kupango tuma brandi. Kwaisa babata, kwaisa banani tuwali shima. But Nike yari minina or Adidas. That's what Lungu is. He is a brand. You know? He is a brand. And a brand is a brand. Abantu nga bayitema brand. It stands the test of time. Na inewe panopondi, I'm a president for a political party. But chimono kwa chine neboka branding shikali akachinga ka sapatonshi. Ka Skechers or something. You know? Na ine nai manapanga ka sapato achio na ine nebo Skechers. I want to compare myself with Nike. I can't. Nike is Nike. Adidas is Adidas. Ngani motoka. Kwa alba tuma miotoka tuma Vicks shani. Balungu she wanna BMW or Mercedes Benz. Or Range Rover. She de miotoka shakwati ngana iminina. He is the Mercedes Benz or Range Rover or BMW of politics in Zambia. Even I'm a president. Na isa naka Vicks kandi. I can't match. So, mwema that yo Balungu has paralyzed the politics. He hasn't paralyzed. Balungu is the real deal. People want him. When people want you, nobody can take you. Nobody can take that grace away from Balungu. Unless le somewhere. How many presidents bali minamula mona kudia kutonse? Okay, let us look at Uka. How many presidents were in Uka when Lungu was there? When Lungu left Uka, what happened to Uka? What are they following? It is the brand. Lungu is the Nike, he's the BMW, he is the Mercedes Benz of Zambian politics. So you can't remove him unless God says so. Because abantu konso kwaya Lungu baram konga. So area shiyo. Otherwise, we'll be here, we'll be talking. But praising atamwa tushimie. Ngamule mwana chimwana tushimie, atamwa tushimie. Because munalanda yose mwa there is peace. What peace is there? When you're bringing violence? Munaleta violence, mwayalu kama political terrorists. Terrorizing Zambians. Elo mulanda there is peace. What peace? Peace ili mumayanda mumienu. What peace is there when you're bringing violence to opposition? Yep. So, to our TikTok, if you want to join the discussion, we are there, but we have to make sure that UPND does not get 2/3 in parliament. Because in our UPND, we have 2/3 in parliament. Ni sharp, to democracy, to single party state. Irenka no kulanda. Kabe inish na mfisu minish. Abantu wale pokama 20 pin. People are being bribed on 50 kwacho wale pera kawambwe. Honestly, yabena kawambwa, returning officer. Ama returning officer kawambwa na bena muma sendi ya machina. We shall deal with them in Shtanga ya isa. But ama returning officer bali ma 20 pin wonse stake their names. Elonga kupeta uke ukaba returning officer ukadia impia na futi. Take their names. We shall deal with them. They bribed the returning officers. That is the news on the ground. News on the ground is they bribed the returning officers and they flipped their numbers. Per G20, there was no opposition. Opposition, to finalize the numbers. Takwadi opposition to verify those numbers. All the opposition who were supposed to be there, who had credentials to be part of that final tallying, they were held up, or it was made impossible for them to attend the final tallying of numbers. So it was rigged. There is information. The information is all over online. The Kawangwa people voted, but when it went to the final stage, everybody who had credentials to attend that final polling of votes was not there. So, qualified by ECZ na by UPND. And there is a woman, there are videos of people who were saying, I'm a vote yali 400, and then they were announced 1,000. Yale Fumakwisai ama extra votes. So how can you say that they won? When there is conflicting statements. Anyway, you can believe in your mind. Therefore, Tulanda, what a praise singer, everything normal is abnormal to them, and everything abnormal is normal to them. We can't do anything by praise singer. At this point, you are in self-destruction mode, is all I can say. But praise singer, we can't really do anything for you because I'm a brainy and your minds are so clouded, you can't see the truth. Everything normal is abnormal, and everything abnormal is normal to you. So, we can't do anything. Too bad for you, a praise singer. But the thing is, you'll be caught up because Milan Dushika Mikonga. Awa muleka kaba UPND Milan Dushamu 2011. So na imwevene 2024. Imilan Dushika Mikonga nangumu 2030. Because we are capturing evidence. Everyone is capturing evidence. And the day of reckoning is coming. So thank you for watching to our TikTok for debate. And I will be here and we'll be talking. God bless you and compliments of the season. Follow me on TikTok, is Queen Pumi. If you are interested in debating on just talking about what is happening, we are able to connect there on TikTok and have great discussions. So good night and God bless.